Light Media. The Witcher is back for its second season after a 2-year wait. The Netflix show is the platform's biggest fantasy epic, bringing the classic novels and beloved video games to the small screen. Yet production has had its challenges, with the series showrunner opening up about Ciri, played by Freya Allan, filming struggles. While The Witcher's second season is highly anticipated, the show has had to deal with several issues during its development. Since season 1 was released, the production had to cope with the ongoing effects of the pandemic. This not only caused delays while filming, but the set had to fully close on more than one occasion. Thankfully, the team managed to navigate the issues as they had experienced overcoming challenges before. One of the original main challenges for any show is casting, especially when adapting a popular source material such as this. The stars need to reflect their characters from book to screen, have the range to incorporate their personalities into their performances, and of course, have on-screen chemistry with their co-stars. This latter issue was vital for Ciri, as she would spend most of the screen time with the series lead, Geralt of Rivia, Henry Cavill. Despite initially struggling to overcome the challenge, they found Freya Allan, the young star that took on the role. Allan was not the first choice to take on the role though, with series showrunner Lauren Schmidt-Hissrich telling Cosmopolitan that the character went through several changes before production. Hissrich admitted that they had a lot of trouble finding Ciri, knowing that the casting was particularly delicate for the young character. Hissrich explained, "She was originally written as an 11-year-old girl, and we looked and looked and looked, and then we started to think about the production restraints for shooting with a child. Basically, how much it would limit the hours on set. And so we started looking older, and I wasn't just finding anyone I liked. And Sophia Holland, who's our casting director, said, I want you to look at someone that we've already cast. And we had actually cast Freya Allan as a 1-episode part named Marilka. She interacted with Geralt in one scene and then she was done." Hissrich then explained that when they called Allan back to try for the part of Ciri, she initially thought she might have lost the part altogether. She showed up that day in a striped t-shirt and baggy jeans and was a kid. Hissrich continued adding, "And yet, she had such a soul. And we literally read one scene, we thanked her, I'm sure she thought that she had messed everything up, and we cast her that day." The relationship between Ciri and Geralt is essential in the storyline, so her casting had to be perfect. In The Witcher Season 2, fans seen Jaskier captured by Rience, Chris Fulton, who proceeds to torture him for information about his pal Geralt and Ciri. In an interview with Digital Spy, Beatty described how shooting those brutal scenes was really hard and detailed all the behind-the-scenes struggles he had to face both physically and emotionally. It was really hard. A lot of the scenes that you see that look indoors are actually outdoors. So it was freezing cold that day in the middle of winter, Beatty explained. You do have to go into a bit of a dark place for a very long time to get through that. The actor described how the taxing scenes continued to affect him even once the director called cut. "I'm literally tied to this chair for about 12 hours because I'm doing it all and putting it all back on again," Beatty said. It's it can be really draining. And you go to bed that night with a lot of stuff floating around in your head. You've got to drum up some really dark stuff in your head in order to go to those sorts of places, the star continued. "But that was a tough day. I can never let go of Jaskier until I wrap, and then I sleep for a month. I usually get sick. My body usually goes and rest." But the cast managed to do it and produced an epic season that is worth binge watching. Have you watched The Witcher second part yet? Do let us know in the comments down below. Be sure to leave a like to the video if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys in the next one.